Okay, it's Wednesday, July 13th, 12:46 a.m. Today's video, it's a little bit of a what would you call it? Of an insider's perspective. Basically, a little bit of a look at my life and what I kind of do in my own time. Something I've been currently doing, or actually, it's been a while, but I've read this book called StoryWorthy. To summarize the book, it's really about how you present yourself. How do you become a better storyteller? If you were at a dinner party and you had to give a story, how would you engage the audience? How would you entertain them? That's the premise of the story. And it's a great book. I think it's wonderful. I haven't read all of it. I've only read the first kind of portion of the book. I do want to actually complete the book because it was a wonderful read. One thing I've taken though from that book, and something I'm continuing to apply to this day, is the idea of writing down my most story-worthy moment of the day. And this practice, I don't do it, I would love to say that I do it consistently. The plan was to do it every day. I don't do it every day. Rather, you should just kind of do it at your own pace. And that's what I've been doing. It's remarkable how memories you would honestly lose, now after you kind of have this collection of memories in a journal. Now you could easily go back to them and read them. And that doesn't have to be something like, oh, I traveled to this big country, I did all this big stuff. It can be something small, like I spent time with family. At least I write that down. Like if I really enjoyed it, maybe I write down something specific on that day. Maybe we had a particular conversation with family, and and then I go back and I look at it. I'm like, wow, I remember that conversation. That's so cool. Okay, so enough of that. I'm gonna actually give a few examples about some of the story-worthy moments of my days. Um, and I kind of listed out a few days. Oh my god! On May 25th, 2021, May 25th. 05 is May. January, February, March, April, May, yeah. May 25th, 2021. Okay, so regret and taking up time when I should be working to instead spend it reading books. I don't want to do this. Fortunately, I don't feel like this all the time now, especially when I just, when I spend the day not doing work related things. In the past, it would be like, oh, I'm procrastinating. I should be more productive. Um, to a certain degree, yes, I agree. I do want to make sure I make use of my time and kind of maximize it. But I also want to give myself time to breathe, not really beat myself over reading a book, watching a show, doing just whatever else other than work for that day. Because it's different. I want to enjoy my time as well. And kind of accepting that has made it easier for me, surprisingly, to actually focus more on work. Because now I'm like, oh, okay, now I can. I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon, and I wish I can explain it better. And I'm still kind of working at it. I'm not perfect by any means. I think there are still moments when I'm like, oh, I probably should have done work, but it's okay. It's all good. I know meditation and kind of just calming myself in moments like this have helped with this idea of regret. It's going to be bad if the first word in your story worthy moment is regret. So the next one is June 7th, 2021. And I drove with Baba, my dad, all the way to a certain road for the first time. I guess this is when I was still learning how to drive. Yeah, this is when I was still learning how to drive, and this certain road was a bit farther than usual. It was the first time I kind of uh, drove the car all the way to this road where usually there's a lot of traffic and everything. So I guess a bit of an accomplishment there. I don't remember this, to be frankly honest. I wish I did. I don't. But I do remember the many instances where my dad would go out and drive. Now my dad's doing that with my younger sister. So, um, interesting. I honestly didn't remember that, and I wish I did. September 8th, 2021. Got buzz cut today. Semicolon. Flat tire on new bike when coming back from my friend's house. Interesting. I remember this pretty clearly. Yeah. I think I don't remember. I didn't remember I did both of those activities on the same day. I kind of associated those two activities on different days, but apparently I did them on the same day. So a buzz cut. I remember the buzz cut clearly. Is like I just kind of I had long hair, like kind of what I have right now. Um, and then I just went into the barber and like I told him I want a buzz cut, and then he just kind of buzzed it up. I kind of faded the sides. I personally liked it. I don't think others liked it, to be frankly honest. And then the flat tire on the new bike when coming back from my friend's house. So this I remember because yeah, there was a sidewalk, and I remember my friend moved into a new area of the town I lived in, and the sidewalk and the road weren't exactly like they weren't exactly like straight. There it was kind of like the road was here and the sidewalk was kind of up here. So there was like this little bent in the middle. And so I had the bikes I ride and still ride actually are these the bikes with the skinny tires that are meant to be kind of ridden on the road, kind of the sport bikes. And so me, I was kind of used to I was still getting used to that new style of bike because the bikes I think I had previously were the ones with the thicker tires, so I can like easily kind of jump over like little edges or bumps. But then I tried that with the flat tire, kind of hit the sidewalk, and then I heard like a little like, pff, and well, that was it. And then I just kind of had to like drag my bike all around. And then after a few days, we got it fixed. My dad went to the bike repair shop and we got it fixed. So man, all that memory just from that single phrase. Like how many words? I don't want to count how many words that is. But see, it's remarkable. Like I'm just trying to prove like how cool this is. Oh man, okay. January 28th, 2022. Watched Arcane till really late, like 4 a.m. Decided to watch Arcane all out of nowhere, and then I really liked it. I just kind of stayed up. And this is kind of usual. Like when I like something, and I just tend to like stay up, whether it be a book, a TV series, or whatever it may be. Kind of the regular behavior. So nothing surprising there. But apparently on January 28th, 2022 is when I did that. Cool. I didn't know it was on that day specifically. And then the last one I'll have, the last one, 2022 04/12. Wait, hold on. 04 April 12, 2022. Okay, so Guy Nanaba, my grandfather, Nanaba means my grandfather, told me used how he used to eat four paratas, and I showed him that I put ghee on mine. He smiled. Okay, so for a bit of context, so Nanaba told me that he used to eat four paratas, and I'll put a picture up of what a parata is. He was just telling me that when he was young, he used to eat a lot, and I think he was just comparing that to what I kind of ate. I only ate one or two paratas, and then he kind of just mentioned that he used to do that, and then he used to put ghee on them. And ghee means like oil, or it makes like the food very very much fresh. Yeah, like a lot more fresh, a lot more just there's a lot more taste in it when you put that on. So what I did is I'm like, okay, so, then I took my paratha, I took it to the stove, warmed it up, put ghee on it, brought it back, and I'm like, here, I'm kind of following in your footsteps. And then he smiled, and that was nice. Again, a memory that popped up that I just didn't know. This activity is wonderful. I truly enjoy it, and I think you should try it out. If you should definitely give it a shot, even if it's for like a week, maybe a few days. It's nice because when you go back to it, I think the most rewarding experience is going back to this collection of memories and then revisiting them and kind of going through them. If you take a picture with the memory, that's just even more amazing. Now you have a picture worth a picture and a story worthy moment written down. So different ideas, different things you can try and do. But yeah, that's a little bit about what I kind of do, what I've kind of been up to. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a sneak peek on. Oh, a sneak peek. That's the word I was looking for. Insider's perspective. A sneak peek on what I've kind of been doing in my spare time. Kind of trying to personal growth initiatives. You know what I mean. This is this small thing that I'm trying to do to try to improve my the betterment. Oh man, I'm using big words. Basically, I gave a sneak peek of what I kind of do in my life. And this journaling was one activity I thought it'd be beneficial to share. And there we go. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll sign out for today. It's 1:02 a.m. now, so I should probably go to sleep. Well, maybe. Well, bye bye.